What's up? This is a new series. What if Naruto? What if Izuku? What if Izuku? Or what if Toga had a sister? Yeah. What was they say? What if Izuku was? I'm not sure, but yeah. I'm not sure what the title is, but I'll probably think it. Yeah. But let's start. We start off where Hiyashi and we're actually no, skip that. All for one. Yeah, all for one. Actually, no. All Might. Yeah, All Might. All Might and Inko had a child. They had Izuku. And we're gonna say Izuku had a sister. We'll name her like Toya, you could say, yeah. Or Tasha. Or Tasha. We'll name her Tasha. Now, keep in mind that All Might's quirk came from All for One, and that it stocks pals and all of that. But keep in mind what the origin is if you watch the anime. Just keep in mind. But yeah. Anyways, as they're giving birth to twins too. As they're getting born. Well, we're gonna say no, we're not gonna skip that. We're gonna skip to where there's 6. Yeah, because I feel like I always take them to the quirk doctor. So we're gonna say this time they don't go to the quirk doctor. Yeah. Hey, look, I really like this picture of Izuku. This one right here at the bottom. That look clean. Oh, shit. Anyways, my fault. Yeah, we'll start off with her 6. So let's start. Izuku, as he is running. Actually, no, fuck that. They're on the playground. Bakugo and Sasha. Bakugo, Sasha, Izuku. As they all, playing together. As you know, Bakugo, he really doesn't care. Now that it's, we're gonna say that, Izuku had a sister. So Bakugo really doesn't care about Izuku. Because, Izuku's quirk hasn't really blossomed yet, you could say. But Izuku, he doesn't know, he's deemed quirkless. As All Might, not All Might, sorry, Sasha, she has Inko's telekinesis. Actually, no, she has a force field quirk. Like, she can, shoot, push things away from her. Yeah. Yeah, she can push things away from her with a lot of force. And, yeah. Anyways, we're gonna say that Izuku wasn't really bullied. He was just kind of, well, I wouldn't say bullied, but he was kind of, I would say he wasn't bullied, but he wasn't, he was just talked about and laughed at. And I wouldn't say ignored by his parents, but he wouldn't be the first option. He wouldn't be the first option. It would always be Izumi. Or, sorry, Shota. Sasha. It would always be Sasha. the first option for everything. Yeah. We time skip to where Inko is picking the kids up. And she tells them to come on. They hurry up and get in the car. Or Izuku hurry up and gets in the car. As Sasha says, sorry. Sasha says, can we Izuku? Can we get 30 more minutes? As Inko looks at the time, as she says, sure, sweetie. As she quits in the car. As Inko says, Izuku, do you want to go play? Do you want to go back out there and play with them? As he nods, he shakes his head no. Naruto, we're gonna say that he says mom, as Inko says yes, honey. As he wipes, he starts crying. Actually, fuck no. We're not making this nigga a bitch. Actually, he's only 4. He's only 6. I let it slide this time. He starts crying as he says, can I be a hero without a quirk? As she looks at him. She really looks at him. As she sees the pain in his eyes. She sees his pain. She says, Izuku, as she picks him up and puts him in her lap, yeah. Puts him in her lap. As she says, you can be whatever you want to be. As she looks up. I know what y'all thinking. How the fuck is he become a villain? Just plot reasons, man. I'm gonna say plot. The story will tell itself. Izuku, he says, damn. Oh my god, that shirt. Izuku. Oh my, why is that so bad? Izuku, he looks up saying, really? As she says, yes, honey. As she says, don't listen to what anyone else has to say. As she kisses his forehead. And she hugs him. Now, time skip to where they get home. Sasha. And I know what y'all thinking. We're not gonna say, Toshin, All Might, I'm not gonna think Toshin or shit weird. All Might. We're not gonna say that he neglects Izuku, but he focuses more on his daughter, since he has a quirk. And she has a quirk. And, Inko, she just loves both of her children unconditionally. Yeah, we're gonna say that. Now, we get to where they get home, as they come home and oh, and they do not know their dad is All Might. They don't know Toshinori All Might. So yeah. But yeah, Izuku, he was in the car, sleeping on his mom, his bitch carrying him kind of. Sasha is just started running in the house. So as we're gonna say that. As they get in the house, they see, I'm just calling nigga Toshinori until they find out he's All Might. Yeah. They see Toshinori as he's just Fuck, sorry for this damn yawning. I don't know why I'm yawning. They see Toshinori as Izuku sleeps. Izuku still sleeping. But, as Sasha runs over to him, hugging him, saying, Dad, guess what happened today at the park? As Toshinori picks her up. As we time skip. We time skip to where Izuku is 10. And he has just been training. After he heard those words from his mom, he desired to be a hero. He was destined. It was in his book. It was in his life. He was going to be a hero. He wanted it to happen. That was his dream. But some dreams don't always come to what you want them to be. Now, All Might and Sasha are training as Inko. She has... Actually, yeah, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Hey, I just thought about it. They're training. As Inko says, honey, I need to talk to you about something. As she sighs, saying, you're doing a good job, Sasha. Stay here, I'll be back. As he says, yes, what is it? As she says, oh, fuck, my bad. She pulls him to the bedroom as she locks the door. As she says, you're treating, as she says, I know you probably don't think this is true, but you're treating Izuku differently from Sasha. And it's pretty obvious. As she says, All Might, Toshinori says, what? What do you mean? They're both my kids. As she says, I never said they weren't. Just the fact that as she sits down, as she says, just because our son is quirky, that doesn't mean anything. He's still our son. As Toshinori sighs as he says, Inko, I know. Why do you keep telling me this? As she says, because you haven't gotten it through your brain. As she says, if you keep neglecting, as she says, my son, no, our son. As she pulls out divorce papers. As she says, I've already signed them. You just need to do the work. As she says, Toshinori, he looks at her. As he says, you wouldn't. As she says, try me. As she says, she walks out of the room. As she says, this is your last and final warning. When me and Izuku are leaving. As, yeah. As All Might sighs, she goes outside. And she finishes training. And keep in mind, Inko is watching everything. She finishes training. Shit. He finishes training with with Sasha. As he says, good job, Sasha. As he sighs, saying, tomorrow. As he says, as he screams Izuku's name. As Izuku runs over there, saying yes. As they don't have the best relationship in the world. But, Izuku still respects him. Like, that is his dad. We're just gonna say he gets along better with his mom. As she says, Toshinori he says, Izuku asks, he says yes, yes dad. He says yes. He doesn't call him dad. He just says yes sir. No sir. As Tachinori, he says you'll be training with us starting from tomorrow. As his eyes widen, as he says really, as he says yes, I'm serious. As he hugs him, as he says thank you. As he says thank you dad. As I might feel a warm spark in his heart from this moment. Now, I wouldn't say a warm spark, but he likes it. Now, I know what y'all thinking. This not villain arc, or he's not becoming a villain. Like what the fuck is this story? Trust me, man, I got it planned out. Now, we go to we time skip. As you know, All Might has been keeping to his promise. He has been showing Izuku a little bit more, care here and there. I'm gonna say care because he does, but he shows him a little bit more attention. Yeah, shows him a little bit more attention. Inko notices this, as she actually gets it. She actually gets happy that, All Might is, or that Toshinori is listening to what she said. But yeah, time skip. Oh no, I just did a time skip too. Gotta say this part real quick. Now, Izuku, pretty sure I said they were 10 in the last time skip. Yeah. Now, Izuku and Shoka, they're on two different levels. Izuku is just, he doesn't have a quirk. He isn't hero material. As, throughout the years, Inko has been having to tell All Might to remind him about the damn, my bad. Bro, throughout the years, Inko has been telling All Might, don't forget about the divorce papers. Because sometimes he starts slacking off for a couple months, and she notices, and she reminds him, in, the same cycle. Sorry. Toshinori and Inko. Actually, no. All Might. They're all sitting at the table, eating dinner, as All Might says, Izuku, he says dad, as he says yes, as he says, can I ask you a question? And she says yes, what is it? Inko already knows what he's about to say. Through the training, throughout all these years, she knows what's coming. As he says, can I be a hero without a quirk? As Toshinori chokes on his food. As he coughs, saying what? As he says, can I be a hero without a quirk? As All Might says, well, throughout all your training, being a hero is very dangerous. As she says, so I wouldn't recommend it. She says, but there's always other options, son. As he says, like being a police officer, they might not be as recognized as Izuku says, I hate you. As Alma says, what the hell did you just say to me? As he says, I hate you. As he throws his food at All Might. Or as Toshinori. As Toshinori, he says, that's it, you've done it now. As he takes off his belt, and they do get whoopings on like the regular. Like, you know, if they do some fucked up shit, some bad shit, you know, it's not, they just don't get a whooping. The niggas get their ass beat too. And yeah. Izuku, he says, sorry, my bad. I gotta take a breather real quick. Okay. Izuku says, he starts crying. As he says, I hate you. As he says, I hate both of you. As says, you and your stupid quirks. As he says, I wish I had the power to, I wish I could. As Inko says, honey, Izuku, do not finish that sentence. As Inko hugs him. As she looks at Toshinori. As Toshinori already know what's about to happen. Time skip about a couple hours after the incident. Actually, no, we're not time skipping that. Fuck no. Izuku goes to his room. He locks his door. Actually, no. They have the same room. Izuku and Shoka, since they're twins, they have the same room. Just twin beds in like different sides of the room. Izuku goes in the room, when they're in the room, as he slams the door and gets on his bed and starts crying. As All Might, Toshinori, he goes up there to Izuku. As Inko says, Toshiaki. I don't know his name. I think it's Yaki. Yeah. And he says Toshi. She has his full name. As he turns around, as he says, "You're just gonna let him disrespect me?" As she smacks him. As she says, "We're getting a divorce. I've told you." As she starts crying. Well, she doesn't start crying, but she starts like tearing up. And she says, I've already told you to treat our kids equal. And she says, crushing kids' dreams like that, it just doesn't cut it. As Izuku says, Toshi says, well, what about our daughter? She's trying to leave her here. As she says, you make enough money, you can take care of her. Toshi says, so you're really leaving me then, huh? You're leaving us. As he says, no, I'm leaving you. As she points at him. And she points at his chest. As she says, you did this, I didn't do this. I kept telling you to treat our kids with equality, just because one of them doesn't have a damn quirk. As she says, you didn't even have it. As he says, Ingo. She screams Ingo. As she says, no, I'm not going to stop. And she says, you didn't have a quirk, but your dumb master gave it to you. And now you feel like you're on top of the world just because you're the number one hero. As Izuku overhears this, as his dream was crashed not only by his father, but his idol, his emotional support, the thing that kept him going. All Might just crushed his dreams as he stops crying, as he just stops crying. Now, he wasn't the only one to show fuck, what did I name her? Sasha. God damn. Sasha didn't forget it either. I mean, she heard it too. My bad. Sasha heard it too. As she peeks around the corner, as he says, "Damn it, Inko, look what you've done." As Inko turns around, as she says it was about time they found out. As she walks in the room, as you know, she says, "I'm packing my stuff," and me and Izuku are leaving. As Toshi says, "What?" He says, "You guys should stay another day." As she says, "At least stay the night." As she says, "No, I've already made my decision." As she takes her wedding ring off, and she sets it on. She throws it at him, and she says, "You aren't the man I married. You're someone who fell in love with power and greed." As she says, "If only you maybe didn't get that stupid quirk, maybe our relationship would still be intact." As Izuku hears this too. Well, he heard the part where he hears this too. As he puts the clues together. As he's furious. He's furious, sad, emotionally torn. As his idol, his dad, his favorite hero, just crushed his dreams. Not only did he crush his dreams, his dad had the same dreams as he did, and he just threw them away just because he got a stupid power. As Izuku, he starts crying hard as Inko walks in the room. As Izuku, sweetie, I'm so sorry. You should still try to become a hero. I know you can. I believe in you. As she hugs him. And don't get it twisted. Inko, she has been supporting both of her children. Like with the same love. The same equality love. Yeah. Hell yeah. So she says, "Sasha, honey, come in." And she goes to the door. And she hugs Sasha. And she kisses her. And she says, "Me and Izuku we're gonna go away for a little bit." As she says, "No, Mommy, I don't want you to leave." And she says, "Is it because of what Dad said?" And she says, "Yes, something sort of like that, you could say." And she hugs Sasha, saying, "I'm sorry, honey, but this is the way it has to be." Time skip. We time skip about 6 years. Izuku's 16 years old. I know what you're thinking. So he's not a villain yet? No, he's not a villain yet. It's coming. Calm down. God damn. How much time is on the clock? 30 minutes. I might end this one right here and make part 2 the same night. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, we time skip 6. Actually, no, yeah. we're gonna leave it off right there, where we just as she says, this is the way it has to be. And yeah, I'm gonna make part 2. So, yeah. It's a good ass series in my opinion. I feel like I did. I feel like I'm doing this shit for real. I feel like I'm doing a good job. So, but yeah, I'll catch y'all later in another video. Well, part 2, which gonna drop in like probably like 6, 7 o'clock maybe. I don't know. But I'll catch y'all later. I'll stop this.